Hello and welcome back to Addie's Answers. As I told you, I in my last video, I was at basic training for the past 3 of the 5 months I was away. The last 2 months is something I will talk to you about now. So there are things that they won't tell you about joining the army. For instance, basic training. Basic training is a 3 month long process that has 3 phases. Since it would take way too long to tell you about everything in one video, I will cut it up into multiple videos. So, in this video, I will tell you about reception to red phase. Reception is where you go after you have gotten off the last plane. Reception usually takes about 3 to 4 days, and interception, this is where you would get all your uniforms, like your PT uniforms, which include 2 long-sleeve PT shirts, 3 short-sleeve PT shirts, 3 PT shorts, a PT jacket, and a PT pants. You will also get your OCP camouflage pattern. Actually, most people call it OCPs, but apparently the actual term is ACUs, Army Combat Uniforms, because OCPs is the pattern that's on the actual uniforms. So you get your 4 sets of ACUs, Army Combat Uniforms. The ACUs consist of the tan undershirts, quote unquote, because it's actually just really. You will get 7 of the undershirts and 4 sets of the coat and trousers, because trousers is what they call it in the army. You will also get 7 pair of ACU socks and of combat boots. I'm pretty sure there'll be summer boots because that's the one I got. However, when you try on your boots, make sure they fit. Do not. Those people might have been looking there for a while, but you know your feet. So if your feet are scrunched like this when you wear them, they are too big. And if when you wear them, they go back and forth. No, I'm sorry. If they're like this, they're too small. I know I'm way too small for my feet. And it hurt a lot because these were my toes in the shoes. They were crunched up. So if your toes are squished into the boots you are trying on, they are too small. Doesn't matter what the diagram in front of you says. These are the boots you'll be wearing for 3 months. And if when you wear them, they go back and forth while you wear them, like they aren't still, but they're going back and forth, then they're too big. You know your feet. They don't know your feet. So if they are uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, change them immediately, because it won't be until like 2 months later to change your boots again. Also, you have running shoes as well as a pack of crew socks, black crew socks. However, I heard that white crew socks are authorized, but I'm not sure about that. I just heard it. Oh, don't mind the noise behind me. That's my child playing with toys. Okay. Anyways, yes. So you'll get that. Oh, you also get a camel pack. Is it easy to wash your CamelBak pack? I honestly forgot how to say it. No, it's not easy. It is very hard. I honestly had to turn mine inside out to wash mine, and even then, I couldn't get the dirt from the bottom corner of the CamelBak out. However, most of it was clean. This CamelBak is what you'll be drinking water from for the whole 3 5. Let's see. Oh, you will also get this, which is a souk. You get a set of silk tops and one set of silk tops and bottoms, and also waffle tops and bottoms. I'm wearing the bottom now because the top because I literally just finished drying the top yesterday, as well as my silk bottoms. But yeah, you also got your rucksack as well as every other thing you will need for the hammer, the anvil, and the forge. I'll tell you about the hammer in this video. The anvil and the forge I'll tell you in other videos. You'll also get a pair of elbow pads and knee pads, an ACH, which is your helmet. What else? And many other things that I have forgotten. But you must buy, because just like in civilian stores, if you break it, you bought it. In the army, if you lose it, you bought it. So technically, it's yours. But when it comes to the PT stuff and the ACUs, those two things, actually, I'll tell you about that later. So that's reception. You also do all your paperwork during reception. Make sure the paperwork is correct, meaning make sure your birth date is correctly spelled. Make sure your birth date is correct. Make sure your social security number is correct. On every single piece of paperwork you get, make sure those 3 items are correct. Oh, also make sure that your rank is correct. Because let's say you're in E3, which is what I was, E3 being private first class. Yeah, on your paperwork, it says E2. $1,000 less that you're making because your rank wasn't correct. So make sure those 4 things are correct. Full name, birthday, social security number, and rank. Also, if you have a child, like I do, make sure to bring your child's certificate of birth, because you might be like me and things might get mixed up for one reason or another. So they would have to correct it during reception. Reception is also where you get your first taste of how it would be like during basic training. For me, it wasn't that hard because to be disciplined, but like if you weren't raised to be disciplined, then it would be a bit more difficult for you. So that's reception. Red phase. Red phase is the first phase in basic training. Oh, shock attack. Although I don't think they're doing it now because of COVID-19. But when shock attack is when drill sergeants, as in plural, they will quote unquote gang up on you and yell at you, telling you you have 10 seconds to get on the bus. That bus will take you to basic training. There, the shock attack continues, and there they make you get your bag, the platoon lines. Oh, okay. Before I continue, reception is in one part of the base, and basic training is in Another part, probably like 5 minute drive. That's with 10 to 15 minute drive. So, yeah. So you were taken to your company, which is where you will do all your training. Company are 5. No, four platoons. First, second, third, fourth. I was in Charlie 339 first platoon. Honestly, I think that's the best platoon to be in because my drill sergeants were the best. No offense, Drill Sergeant Wilson, Bridges, and the rest of them, but my the best. Yes, that is where you will do your basic training. So once you get to your company, you will then be shock attacked to get your bag and then bring it to the to your platoon lines. Then they will also yell at you in your face, like literally right here, telling you, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. You cannot just use all your strength to pick it up and put it down. So as you can see, this is a lot of upper body strength. So I would do a lot of upper body exercises while you're waiting to go to basic training. Because yeah. Also, if you have never been yelled at, because you get yelled at a lot during red phase, and some even in white phase, but that all depends on in red phase, yes. So if you have never been yelled at, I don't think basic training is for you. Me, I'm used to being yelled at, so it was like, okay, whatever. Like, okay, because yelling doesn't affect this, doesn't. So red phase is where you will learn. It's basically Army 1-on-1. You will learn about armor discipline there. You will learn about facing movements, right face, left face, center face, about face. Marching drills, left flank, right flank, let's see, positions, parade rest, position of stand at ease, position of position of rest. Although I'm honestly trying to wonder if position of rest is not a position because I've never heard a drill sergeant say rest. They just say at ease. Oh, and each so for my company it was let's say an officer walked by. The first person who sees the officer would call out, "Company, attention!" And the whole company, a group, wherever place the person is, whether it be the bay, it'd be bay attention group. If it's more, if it group, like let's say it's like a part of first platoon, second platoon, and third platoon, it'd be group attention. And then after that, they would say, "Courage worthy, sir," or "ma'am," and then salutes. As you can see, the tip of my finger is at the corner edge of my eyebrow, but yeah, it's not like this. It's like this, a bit canted. You say, "Courage worthy, sir," or "ma'am." They might salute back and then release it and say, "Earn it," and then the whole group would then say, "Courage worthy." if it's a drill sergeant, they'll say at ease. However, what I learned during the last 2 months is not saying at ease is not a group thing. It's the first person who sees sergeant in the army does this thing called sounding off. That is when you call out with your loudest voice whatever they tell you to say. So if you see a drill sergeant, when like at ease, it's like at ease, because the whole group has to hear. And when everyone is now at ease, because they should be, or else that whole group will get corrective action, might turn around. No. After you say at ease, you then say courage worthy, drill sergeant. The drill sergeant will then say earn it, and then the whole group will respond with courage worthy, drill sergeant. So yes. Red phase, everyone has said. If you can get through red phase, the whole thing is a breeze, because it actually is. Like, if you can get through people yelling at you, telling you how to sit, how to stand, like basically dictating your life for those first 3 weeks, everything else is a breeze. So, only happened 3 times during the whole 3-month period, and they have been at the end of the phase for red phase and white phase, and then it'll happen at the beginning of blue phase. So, what a ruck march is, before I go into detail about the ruck march, is basically you carrying your rucksack, which you will get during and you packing everything in it. Basically everything that you got during your central during that initial issue process for ruck marches is what you will put in your bag. However, I'm gonna tell you a secret. You honestly don't have to put everything in your rucksack, because honestly, how much of the elbow pads, the knee pads, some shirts, some underwears, maybe some socks, not all that much stuff. However, during the first ruck march, carry everything, because they will check. They will check. White phase and blue phase, that is when you can like not carry as much, because lessened their strictness when it comes to how much is in the rucksack. However, if you like to follow the rules word for word, I would suggest you use the waistband at the bottom of the rucksack. That will save you a lot of pain, because it did for me. However, I learned that fact late, the voice which happened during the beginning of blue phase. However, had I learned that during the first rec march, I probably would not have fallen out. Falling out means falling out of formation of your platoon formation during the rec march. A rec march is when you're carrying a rucksack that it should weigh between 35 to 45 pounds, and you are in your complete ACU uniform, PC, undershirt, coat, trousers, socks, and boots. Oh, and neck gaiter or face mask. I honestly don't think that they make you wear gloves on the ruck marches, because that doesn't make any sense. Like, especially during a heat cap. So, heat cat. Yes. A heat cat is a range of temperatures going from, I think, 75 to 93 point something. There are 5 heat cats. Heat cat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. During heat cat 1 and 2, there are no changes to your ACU uniform. During heat cat 3, 4, and 5, you unblouse your trousers, but the it is when you unblouse your trousers and your coats and your coat cuffs. And then let's say this is your coat cuff. You can see it's bloused. So I would unblouse it, meaning take off the buttons on this side, and then I would roll it up twice. That way there's ventilation in your trousers and your coats. Heat cap 4, I believe, is when you can unbutton your trousers. Heat cap 5 is when it's when you can take off. No, heat cap 4 is when you can unbutton. Is when you can take off your coat. What might happen during heat cap 5 is something called the arm inductor process. I believe that's what it's called. So when you go to your company, you will see these huge opaque arc-shaped containers that are on sand. But and during heat cap 5, what might happen, what's happened for me, is they'll be filled with ice cold water, meaning they'll put 1 bag of ice and a bunch of water. No, I think 2 bags of ice. Yes, 2 bags of ice and water in them. And you will have to and you will have to dunk your whole arm in there from here all the way here in that container for about 30 seconds. Yeah, and then after that, you have to keep your hand raised up so the water can run down your arm for 15 seconds. So, see what else. Yeah, that's basically it. So thank you for watching, whoever did watch, and I will see you again probably sometime next week.